taking on Russell Wilson and the Los Angeles Rams.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington football team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. It'll go as a pickup at 14 and a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The numbers for Coleman last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Makes this Washington 3.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The open man here, Renfro.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, it's Akers. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 22.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Roughing the passer defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And the Rams are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So we talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a gain of 20.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll run this with Akers. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Wilson's pass.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 5-yard line.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Akers. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington has retaken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Tevin Coleman. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Atkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, Wilson gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Caught outright by Renfro.
Wilson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of
a well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They'll run here with Akers. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Los Angeles.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Coleman has it here right side. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Again, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 31-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Rams 21. Washington.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
On the play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Los Angeles.
On 1st down, Akers. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going right back to Akers. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. A quick pass to Kupp. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
3rd down and 2 yards.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Third down. Here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's
On third down, Wilson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
That's good for a Washington.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So the ref takes a peek here. Wants to... Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
First down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, it's Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Wilson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Wilson, flush to his right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Rams. They'll take
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.